One key event in the modern church era is the Vatican II. This council took place between 1962 and 1965. This council wanted to promote teachings to the people in the world, and by Pope John promoting this new council, people felt profound, exhilarating sense of renewal and experienced a new Pentecost. In the years between Vatican I, 1869 and 1870, and the Vatican II, 1963 to 1965, great challenges took place in the society and in the church. A rich transparency of popes brought their own talents and personalities to respond to the needs of the church of the time. The Universal Church was in a different position during the Great War, with members on both sides of the war. The church continued to proclaim Jesus' message by commending the injustices of war and attempting to help all victims of conflict, while trying to negotiate peace. The church attempted to remain neutral. In 1891, Pope Leo's encyclical Rerum Novarum concerning new things was the beginning of the Catholic Church engagement with concept of social justice. During the spiritual revival of the 19th century, a number of lay movements and apostolic religious continuations developed within the church and took up the challenge of Christian mystery. Special devotions developed to the Sacred Heart of Jesus and the Blessed Virgin Mary. The Enlightenment, or Age of Reason, was an 18th century movement that had its beginnings in the 17th century. It was important to understand what this meant by the concept of the truth and the various kinds of the truth. Great philosophers and scientists of the time challenged the church and its teachings with an overemphasis on individual freedom and the role of the reason. John convened the Second Vatican Council to engage the church in dialogue with the modern world. Changes brought out in the life of the Catholic community by the Council failed into several general areas: sacred scripture, sacraments and liturgy, leadership and responsibility, and Incarnism. Pope Pius VI, wrote The Simplest of Errors in response to events and movements of the 19th century. The main purpose of the First Vatican Council was to institute the Decret of Papal Infallibility and to confirm the papal denouncement of movements such as rationalism, liberalism, and materialism. One of the big things that have impacted the Christian society is Pope Francis. Pope Francis is the 266th Pope and is the first Pope to be ever named Pope Francis. One of the big things that he, as a Pope, is opening his arms to everyone. This means the first time in history that he has opened the Catholic Church to divorced, unmarried couples and their children, and gay people. This is a massive impact on the Catholic Church history, as these people would normally be excluded from the Catholic Church.